James Melendez, James the wine guy. Right now, James the sherry guy. In this video, I'm going to talk about this gorgeous sherry wine from Barbadillo. So stay tuned. Sherry, a great love of mine. I think it's a fantastic, underrated wine style and region. For me, I think this is a really stellar, beautiful wine and producer. So let me show you this label right now. It's Barbadillo. That is a producer, established since 1821. Now you see it's a blend of Amontillado, medium dry. So I like what they do here. They say that this is elegant and slightly sweet. So you know what you're getting. So I think early on people made mistakes of getting the wrong sherry, that is the overly dry one or the overly sweet one. And I think this is really helpful for consumers to buy exactly the sherry they want. As you know, sherry comes in almost every sweetness level or dryness level. So it's up to you to find the best one for your palate. So I think, first of all, look at that 17.5% ABV. This is pretty typical. You're not going to find this as out of range for sherry. And the very familiar Sherry Jerez label here, and Jerez, that's also listed there as well. I think this is a fantastic producer. By the way, I think this is a really, really gorgeous producer because, first of all, they're inexpensive. This is about $9. I found it here in San Francisco for $8.99. And in the course of starting out, with appetizers, I'll start off with the dry and getting slightly sweet, and then figuring out what to do for the main course. But for me, it's a way to get people used to and to desire and to love sherry. Sherry for me is, really an undiscovered wine country. Though known, it is still not discovered. In many ways, of course, you'll find in the U.S. and Britain and so forth, sherry wine bars. But I think, I think it's been a slow, gradual climb. Fellow wine writer, I know that she was very concerned about sherry possibly going extinct, but I don't think that really is going to happen. What I think will happen is that I think it's going to just take considerable evangelism, like me, and other people, to really go out there and talk about sherry and to not just talk about it, but also to serve it, and that's what I do as well. So in this wine, I'll read you some copy in the back, but look at that coloration. So it's a mixture of Amontillado and Pedro Jimenez. And so that gets you the coloration here. So I'll just read a bit of the copy in the back here. So aged and cast in a traditional solera system within the ancient cathedral of Barbadillo. So it's a blend of old Amontillado and Pedro Jimenez. So you have two blends of grapes here. You're having the Pedro Jimenez, which also is a style and the grape variety. And then you have the Amontillado, which is the Palomino grape. And that extends out for most of sherry styles. And then you give this blend together. So I think that's the artistic point, and that's how sherries have come to be. That is going from extremely dry, all the way to the Pedro Jimenez, and everything in between. There is a sherry wine for every occasion and for every part of the meal. So what I'm going to do first is the scent characterization, as I always do, flavor characteristics, and then the point score. So in this, absolutely delightful. And sometimes I might just serve this with, say, Thai food. Vietnamese food, serving this with a variety of cuisines. Even Mexican food would go quite well with this because guess what? That alcohol level is at a perfect level where even with a bit of heat, the wine is not going to be forgotten. It's going to be an integral part of what you're tasting. So because this is slightly sweet, it's, I think that's where problems enter. That is, people get afraid of sweet wines. Though, say, 2 generations ago, nobody was worried about that. Today, much more worry about it. Again, time and place, right? So placing your cuisine with the right style of wine is what we all try to do, right? So in this scent characterization, I'm getting notes of mixed dried fruit, cinnamon, beeswax, and a hint of cashew. Next is the flavor characterization, then the point score. Characteristic notes of almond, biscuit, clover, honey, cashew, dried Turkish fig, and cardamom. Now, this wine is a 9.3 out of my 10.0 scale. Think of that as 93 points out of 100 points. I'll put more information on the producer down below. I'd like to know your thoughts on sherry, so please list your thoughts. Do you like sherries? Have you tried some? If so, which ones? Which producers? And so I can't say enough good things about Barbadillo. Fantastic producer, inexpensive sherries, and approachable, of course, and absolutely beautifully made sherries. I think it's a really gorgeous heritage producer. So this wine, again, 9.3 out of a 10.0 scale. Think of that as 93 points. For me, I think this is just my just absolute love. So the beauty of being in Spain, right, is it's just this immense wine country, and so I've yet to taste, I think, even a scratch of what exists out there from the Spanish wine world. And I think for me, that's where I always said I'm having a sherry to begin every single meal with. And that was a great lyrical journey. So stay tuned for more. Questions and comments, listen down below as well. And do me another favor, give a like to this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. So let's connect on a variety of social medias. I'm on quite a few of them, such as Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, as well as Instagram and WordPress, as well as LinkedIn. Thank you so much for watching me today. Stay tuned for more. Salud.